Amara was a quiet girl, shy and full of dreams. At just 14, she was already known in the neighborhood for her captivating storytelling skills. Her tales often revolved around heroes and monsters, but little did anyone know that her own life mirrored one of her darkest stories. She lived with her mother, Omolara, and her stepfather, Papa Femi. Omolara had remarried 3 years ago, and while Papa Femi seemed like the perfect husband and stepfather in public, there were secrets in the house that no one dared to voice. Amara had started to withdraw. Her once vivid storytelling now lacked its usual spark. She avoided her stepfather's gaze and flinched at his touch, but when asked, she only smiled weakly and claimed she was just tired from school. Omolara, too busy juggling her market business, never noticed the growing tension. One day, Omolara found herself questioning small, peculiar things. A tear in Amara's favorite dress that she couldn't explain. The way her daughter avoided staying in the same room as Papa Femi. The locked door of their bedroom late at night. It was easy to dismiss these as coincidences, but an unsettling feeling began to creep into her heart. Amara, on the other hand, wrestled with silent torment. She longed to speak, but feared the storm that would follow. Papa Femi had warned her in a chilling voice, "If you say a word, your mother will never forgive you. You'll break this family apart." His manipulation worked, silencing her cries even as her soul screamed for justice. Omolara's suspicions grew stronger one evening when she noticed a strange shift in Amara's demeanor. Papa Femi had returned from work, his cheerful banter filling the house, but Amara visibly tensed, retreating to her room without a word. Later that night, Omolara decided to speak to her husband about their daughter's behavior. But when she approached their bedroom, she found the door slightly ajar. Inside, she saw Papa Femi hurriedly closing a drawer in his wardrobe, his movements frantic and guilty. "What are you hiding?" she asked casually, masking her curiosity with a smile. "Nothing," he replied too quickly, his voice tinged with nervousness. "Just sorting some documents." Omolara said nothing but made a mental note to check that drawer later. The next day, while Papa Femi was at work, Omolara searched the drawer. Beneath a pile of papers, she found a small, worn notebook. Her hands trembled as she flipped through its pages, each one revealing something more sinister than the last. Sketches, disturbing notes, and coded messages that hinted at inappropriate behavior. Her heart raced. Could this be a misunderstanding? Her mind fought against the evidence, but deep down, she knew. That night, Omolara decided to test her growing theory. She pretended to leave for an overnight market trip, telling her husband she wouldn't be back until morning. But instead, she doubled back, hiding in the shadows outside their home. Hours later, when the house was supposed to be asleep, she heard faint noises. Her blood ran cold as she crept to the window and peered inside. There was Papa Femi, standing outside Amara's room, whispering something through the door. The door opened slightly, and though she couldn't see inside, Omolara's worst fears were confirmed. Omolara burst through the front door, her voice shaking the house. "What are you doing?" she screamed, startling both Papa Femi and Amara. Caught off guard, Papa Femi stammered, trying to fabricate a lie. But Omolara's fury was unrelenting. "Don't you dare lie to me!" she yelled, her voice a mix of rage and anguish. Amara, trembling, broke down in tears. The floodgates opened, and she confessed everything, her voice cracking with pain. Omolara listened, each word cutting into her like a blade. Papa Femi tried to flee, but Omolara was faster. She locked the door and called for the neighbors, who gathered quickly. Within minutes, the truth was laid bare, and Papa Femi was taken away to face justice. The days that followed were hard for both Omolara and Amara. The house felt empty, but the weight of their secret was finally lifted. Omolara vowed to protect her daughter at all costs, learning to see the signs she had once ignored. Amara, though scarred, found her voice again. She began telling stories of strength and resilience, helping others find the courage to speak up. And so, in the small neighborhood where secrets once thrived, silence was no longer an option. The tale of Amara and Omolara became a lesson to many, a reminder that evil often hides in plain sight and that courage, no matter how quiet, can shatter the darkest of shadows. Dear viewers, what lessons did you take away from this dramatic tales? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed the story, give us a thumbs up, share it with friends, and hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest update. Thanks for watching and stay blessed.